Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm still congested, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna sound like a frog during this. So, ribbit. Anyways, we have more material today. Um, and last time I know I did the pirate square and I got it finished and it looks so lovely. And I used a pattern for this. I told in the last video that I had downloaded um some PDFs, some free printable PDFs of patterns for crazy quilts. And it really made the process so much easier. And I got several of them. So I'm not saying I'm not going to use those again or one of those again. I wanted to try something a little different today because I actually saw a video on YouTube last night, about crazy quilting and the process for designing your crazy quilt. So I thought I might try to piece it again, um, with that same concept of that video, and I'll link that video in the description of this video so that if anybody wants to see it, they can see it. Lovely, beautiful, beautiful piece of work. Um, so I really wanted to try that. It really inspired me to be like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can make my brain do this without a pattern. Um, So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again because, like I said, that really inspired me. But there's my pirate piece, and it's done, and I really, really like it. I'm trying to make sure I got it all in frame. It turned out so good, and I love the X's on it. Treasure maps and pirate ships, and all of that goes together. So I thought X's, for X marks the spot. So I thought that turned out really well. Um, anyway, this is our farm pattern. So we got farm animals, and we got tractors and trucks and hay bales and trees, and then we just got tractors. So I'm gonna start cutting. Again, I'm inspired to do this, but at the same time, I'm a little apprehensive because she just had scraps that she already had. So it was pieces that she already had cut out that she put together and like cut some off of or whatever. So I'm not sure exactly how to start this since it's not scraps, it's whole pieces. So I'm like, on the I'm tensing up over here. So I really want y'all to share this process with me. So and I'm loving the process. And I think I'm gonna try for this first square. I want to try to get some animals that I haven't already done. And we've already done horses and roosters and chickens. So I may not be able to not have one or both of those in there, but I was thinking if I could get like the duck and the cow and the pig and the goat, that may include the rooster or part of the rooster. And there's a sheep too, so no, I'm not exactly sure how to go about this and get all of the things that I want to get in there. So I don't know. I'm just gonna start cutting. And I'm gonna try to stick to non-square shapes. And that came out round and I didn't want to make that round. Hmm. Do I go here and go there? Go there? Or just do I go there? Y'all, let's see. I'm just going to cut out a bunch of like random shapes and just see. I'm going to cut a little piece of the duck's head off. I'm just going to see. I'm not even going to start putting down until I get some more pieces cut out. Okay, so that's a wonky shape. That's a wonky shape. That's a wonky shape. So maybe that's enough off of that. And let's get some tractors. And again, not trying to cut squares. That one ended up curved too, unintentionally. We shall see. Who knows? I may have to start all over again. I'm not sure. I like this one. This one's fun too. And not square. I have to tell myself not square so that I don't come in straight. I have to come in at an angle. Let's see, we can do this one. A little skinnier. We do that one oblong. Maybe make a semi-long one. And I won't cut anything else off until I know what else I need to fill. So I like to start, I don't know if you've noticed, but I like to start with my piece of material that has the largest pattern in it. So I think I want to trim this up just a bit. That might, let's see what I lose. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I cut that off, I'm going to be back down to 4 sides. And this lady, when she did hers, I do feel like that piece is too big though. Let me do this. When she did it, she hand did her seams, which I've been leaving mine raw. I've been doing raw seams because I like the frayed edge look. It has the look and the feel that I'm going for overall aesthetically for the quilt. So I do like the raw edges. But she did all of her like seams hand done, and I mean it was beautiful, beautiful piece of quilting. I mean just beautiful piece of work. And like I said, I really felt inspired. So if I were going to do the seam, then I would, place, if that's where I was going to put that, and then I would like, it would be folded under, and then it would be like that. But I don't want. I've been listening to a lovely book today while I've been working, doing my pirate X's and stuff today. And even last night working on some videos. Um, I was listening to it. It's called Low Country Lost. It's just a feel-good romance, and it's I guess it would be considered in the clean romance genre, but it's a feel-good romance. It's uplifting and sweet, and Just just one of those that leaves you feeling good after listening to it. Not too much drama, not too much craziness or anything like that. So I'm really liking it. It's a really sweet, really cute. I'll make sure I got that covered up because there's my wonky spot in there, so I'm trying to make sure that falls into the keeping that covered up. But that makes that go that way, so I guess I need to bring that way. I don't know, I may have to trim off to keep it from being too dark under there. I guess I could even trim up right there. Keep it from being a big dark spot under there. Or I could put that on top of that. I don't like that. Like that. Bring that this way just a little bit. Put the blue on top of that. Not too far. I like that with the blue on top of that. And I'm trying not to mumble to myself. I've noticed I tend to mumble to myself as I'm doing things like this. So I'm like, oh yeah, but I'm not saying anything like important. So I just kind of mumble to myself while I'm doing it. So I'm trying not to do that. Now that I need another blue piece. Now that I want to go under with that blue piece. But I'm gonna go under. So anything hanging over the edges once I get this laid out can be trimmed off. So, as you can tell, I'm back at work today. It's been a busy day though, so it's been a good day. That's just a whole lot of butt pieces. So, honestly, don't know what to do. Then I could do that, and that would get. Hmm, I may mess that whole piece up, but we're gonna try and see. I mean, we're gonna lose the horse's head, so I'm not sure why I'm like too worried about that. Like that piece. Or actually, we'll just lob that little piece off. Oh, pooey, see? And I made a gap right there. So can it come? Not really. I'm not loving that piece there. My brain is still struggling with this. Guess y'all can tell, huh? My cough drops are not helping today, or at the moment. But I also forgot to take my decongestant today, this morning. So I think that's catching up with me is that I didn't take that. And this part's probably going to get cut out anyway, so it doesn't matter. I may just speed all of this up and start editing. Anyways. I need a straighter edge. Okay, back again. I think the rules for Crazy Quilt says that all the pieces have to be on top of, but I don't know. That's kind of hard to do. So I think I can't trim. I was gonna trim that piece, but if I trim that piece, I lose. I might make it go at an angle. So that's all for now. Hello everyone, we're back. So as you can see, I did not stick to what I had previously done. I didn't like it. I couldn't get my brain to wrap around what I was going for, or even to help me out. Like, it just was not working. So I decided to break out one of the PDF patterns that I had purchased, or not purchased, but the free PDF downloads that I had printed, and used it as a template. And again, they're not perfect because they're for the smaller squares, like the 6-inch squares. Some will even do like an 8-inch square, but this is a 9x12. So it's not perfect. So I do have to tweak it and oversize things, like, so I can use it as a template to get a good layout, and one that I like. And so this is the final outcome of using one of those templates and getting my pieces cut and then laid how I like them to look. So I think it turned out well. It's got a good look. I'm happy with it. I can live with it. That's been the hard part for me, is like not having
I died to go by, not having a pattern. Like, I like the idea and I like the concept, but my brain does not like when there's no pattern. So it makes it a little more difficult for me. And this one I did completely on my own, and I don't hate it. I do think I could have done it better, or a template would have helped me out more. But I mean, it still turned out good. But this one, I just could not get this one to work for me. So the pirate one was the first one I had used a template on, and I really liked that. So I was going to try it again without the template, and I just could not get it to flow like I wanted it to flow. So I pulled out a pattern, used pattern. Is now I have a flow that I like. So I'm gonna get this tacked down, and then we're gonna go from there. But I just wanted to share. I didn't like the outcome of the last attempt without a pattern, at least for these materials, and I just could not get it to work together like I wanted it to. So the pattern was very helpful. So that being said, I'll try again without the pattern on a different square and see what I can come up with. But for now, my brain needed the extra help of a pattern. So there we go. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. Don't make it more difficult on yourself than you have to.